Hey everyone, Sweet Johnny Cage here, back with another guide for Resident Evil Village. This time I'm going to show you how to take down Moreau on Village of Shadows difficulty. These are the recipes that I have cooked, and then I'll also show you my gun stats. So I have level 3 power and rate of fire on the F2, level 2 power and rate of fire on the M1911, and then level 2 power on the TAC. I have also procured the grenade launcher at this point. You can do this very easily by sneaking past the werewolves in the village, guarding this area, taking the elevator down to the reservoir, and then immediately taking it back up. Doing so will despawn those werewolves. This way you never have to deal with them, and you can get the grenade launcher safely. So with all that out of the way, let's get started on the boss fight. This is being done without the use of any infinite ammo weapons, so this is the real deal here. We're not going to sort of cheese it too much, but we are going to employ a cheese strategy in order to ensure that we deal as much damage as possible to Moreau. Moreau takes the most damage when you shoot the humanoid corpse inside of the giant fish, so we need to come up with a way to make that corpse, or humanoid body, come out as often as possible. So starting off the fight, you want to follow this path. This way Moreau doesn't come swimming towards you. When he does that, he will deal a ton of damage to you. The explosive barrels are also very useful. They're not going to deal a ton of damage to him, but the more explosions you set off near him in Village of Shadows difficulty, the more often the humanoid corpse will come out of its body. So we're not really relying on these to guarantee that the corpse comes out, but they're in the arena. We may as well use them anyway. This way we can conserve ammo for future boss fights. And like I said before, you don't want to get too far away from Moreau, otherwise this will happen. He comes swimming towards you very quickly. If that ever does happen, just block and you won't take too much damage. This is where we're going to start employing our cheese strategy to manipulate Moreau's AI. With this little safe house here, you can sort of get him to get stuck in this little area, and then he's going to do one of two attacks. He's either going to do a physical swipe. When he does that, just back up. Or he will breathe out some toxic gas, some vomit. When he does that, just sort of put yourself between him and the house. And then what you want to do is, when he does the swipe, the corpse will come out immediately. That's when you want to shoot. You don't want to shoot too often when it's sort of in its recoil animation, because even though you are clearly hitting the corpse, I don't think the damage registers. And the reason I'm saying that is because when you do get a successful hit on the corpse, or on his humanoid body, red blood comes out. Otherwise, it's green blood. So you want to make sure that you're hitting the humanoid body right before it swipes, not as it's coming back. And then you can do the same after it breathes the gas. When the fish, or when Moreau roars and no corpse comes out, that means that he's about to go get on a roof and start raining down sludge. During this time, you can do a couple things. If you are able to get near him while he's doing this, then you can just put some bullets into him with either your handgun or your sniper rifle. Again, you're not going to do nearly as much damage to him, but it will make the fight go a little bit faster. The other thing to do is to watch out for the new barricades that are forming during the rainstorm. While this is happening, you could just lay 3 or 4 handgun rounds into the barricades and they will melt away. Just be aware, though, that the amount of damage you do to those barricades depends on how close you are. So just keep that in mind. It's a little strange. One fully zoomed in sniper rifle shot will destroy it from pretty much anywhere. I think it's some sort of field of view problem. But that is the general strategy of the fight. So if you have the grenade launcher, go ahead and use it. That will allow you to sort of expose the humanoid body more often, lay down any mines or any pipe bombs, and then just keep getting Moreau stuck in that little area. And then you can just keep using the same exact strategy over and over and over again. Whenever Moreau comes down off of a roof, you will have to carefully reposition yourself in order to get him to walk down a certain path. This way he does get stuck in that little house, which is what I'm doing now. Another rule of thumb for this fight is you want to use focused shots. This is a huge part of Valley of Shadows difficulty. You want to conserve as much ammo as possible and ensure that you're doing as much damage as possible with each shot. Every single bullet counts. So the focus shots are the ones where the crosshair comes together into a dot. That is how you know you're getting a focus shot. So you see there, I sort of shot him from a distance. I did that just to kind of aggro him and to get him to follow along the path. But here he is, stuck in the same exact spot, and then we're doing the same thing. Whenever he does the swipe, we shoot the corpse once it's exposed immediately. We don't wait for the sort of recoil animation. We do it as it's swiping down, and then whenever it vomits, you just want to back up a bit, move against the wall, and then you can shoot it right away. And that's sort of it. That's the general strategy. Use any explosives that you have, any mines, any pipe bombs. Remember that when mines explode, you don't take damage, but when pipe bombs explode, you do take damage. So you want to make sure that you are as far away from pipe bombs as possible when they go off. This is a long fight. This will take you a while, but that's just sort of how it goes. You want to make sure that you're always hitting the humanoid body whenever possible. He will always take the most amount of damage from there. And again, in order to get the grenade launcher for this fight, you want to immediately take the elevator back up into the village after you go down, and that will despawn the werewolves. Then you can just move around at your leisure. So I'll let the rest of the video play out, but that's the strategy. Explode the barrels, use any explosives you can, and just get him stuck in that little doorway. Whenever he roars and no corpse comes out or no humanoid body comes out, that's when he's going to go on top of a roof. And that's kind of it. All right, if you have any questions, please feel free to leave a comment. I'll do my best to help you out. If you're looking for more guides for Resident Evil Village, especially on Village of Shadows difficulty without the use of any infinite ammo weapons, please subscribe to the channel so you get alerted when new guides go live. If you're interested in supporting the channel monetarily, please consider becoming a channel member by clicking the blue join button below this video. Don't forget to follow me on Twitter and on Twitch, and as always, I'm Sweet Johnny Cage. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.
In death as he was in life. Disgusting.